you're having a good day. Happy first day of winter. So, got my one of my Brazilian rain trees here. Take a look at both sides. As we kind of head into winter here in Florida, we get a lot of windy days. And I was actually thinking, well, you know, maybe for the first day of winter, I'll go ahead and prune this guy back. And then I wake up this morning and it's pouring down rain. And we got a tornado warning, tornado watch, something like that. I spent most of the morning watching my trees get blown all around. And of course, this was one of them. But, you know, it fared out okay. I mean, it toppled over. Sometimes these, I do what it takes to protect my trees that are a little more valuable or whatever. But these in the smaller pots like this, you know, I just kind of, they get blown over. I pick them up. They're fine. I'm not going to take the time to tie each and every one of them in. Like I said, I'll do that to the ones that are a little more valuable, mature, worked on, whatever. This thing's just a cutting. But anyhow, I am going to go ahead and prune it today. I had a couple different lines of thought here. I've got two main branches coming off of the trunk. And then this branch has two coming off of it. I thought about, I'm probably going to go in the long term for this, like a somewhat of a flat type of a thing or whatever. So far, I've just been trying to let it grow out some girth. I mean, you can see the trunk isn't really all that thick. I've just been trying to thicken it up, work on the nabari some. It's only been in this pot for like 6 months, but it's all working out fairly decently, other than it's still just kind of small. But anyhow, I had considered for taper, this one is really the thicker one of the two branches coming off. I thought about taking that whole thing out and then just kind of working with this and these two. But the more I looked at it, the more I'd realize I'd have that big scar there, and it'd be really hard to kind of even work with the front there or anything. So I don't think I'm going to do that. But then I did kind of decide that if I'm going to save the larger side, I'm going to have to get rid of one of these. And the more I just kind of different angles and everything, this one here turns out to be crossing in front of that other one. So that one's got to go. Use the concave cutters on it, but I didn't go all the way back to the trunk. Just in case a little bit of dieback. And then the rest of it here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot for a flat top starting around this size. And the 2 months ago, when I previously pruned these on video, I cut it to here and here. And then that other big branch I cut to the same height. I cut it all to right about that height. And so I just want to go like maybe a branch node or two higher than that and start working on that for a flat top from there. So I got that cut there, and I got a branch, or I got a leaf going that way, and a leaf going that way here. I'm going to start working with that just and see how that kind of goes with the rest of the tree here. Again, I like to use a lot of directional pruning with these. This one actually has leaves coming out of both sides right there. So I'm going to take that off. That one's a little higher than I would have wanted it. But again, the tree's young enough. I have plenty of time to recover. I don't know if you guys can see this. There's actually a little bit of some new growth coming out right there as it is now. And then that leaves me with that there. And alright, that's it for the day. It's the first time I ever turned the camera sideways to try to fit the whole tree in the way it was before. Hopefully that didn't make the video too, doesn't affect the quality of the video at all or anything. But so now I'm gonna try to maintenance prune it a little more at this height and just try to keep pruning it a little more instead of letting it, grow out 2-3 feet and then cut it back like this or whatever. And it should make a decent little flat top. Right now it's kind of leaning that way a little bit. I don't really know if that had anything to do with it getting blown over today or not. It's still solid in the pot. This is actually one of the few that I have tied in. Seemed to have worked pretty well. Well, we'll see what the future brings. Thanks for watching.